Google has released its promo video for Google Glass, the EMF emitting GPS tracker that you attach to your head, a constant personal companion that augments your mind, according to a report out of CNET. And I'll get to the point in a minute, but just look how stupid this video is. Why in the hell would you want a $1,500 piece of equipment dangling from your face when you're on a hot air balloon or a trapeze? Stupid. Then the next one is a guy who's flying in a plane while chatting. Look, while chatting to his friends. If you were in his plane, what would you want him to concentrate on? Fly the damn plane. This is a guy who's Googling photos of tiger heads so he can carve one out of ice, which is something that we all do routinely, of course.
Right there. Okay, Glass.
Pointless. All these applications are pointless. Nobody's ever going to use them. Here's a guy who apparently doesn't think that spending time with his kids is interesting enough. He needs to do it while wearing Google glasses, of course, surfing the internet instead of actually spending time with your kids and concentrating on it. Look at this. Skydiving with $1,500 of equipment dangling off your face. I mean, that's ridiculous. Who's going to do that? Google Glass, the transhumanist nightmare. Here's a guy, again, prefers to phone it in and Skype his children rather than actually spending time with them. Wearing, again, a $1,500 piece of equipment on your face while you're on a roller coaster. Very wise. Here's the GPS tracker, knowing everywhere you go, of course. Skiing with a $1,500 piece of equipment on your head. And doing rolls in an aeroplane. Very wise. Trapeze again, or whatever the hell it is. Horse riding. I mean, nobody's going to be comfortable wearing these glasses while doing any of these kind of activities. You know, why not just put a chip in your head? So much more convenient. I mean, juggling fire, is that not enough to keep your tiny attention span occupied? Again, we all carve tigers' heads out of ice. Running through an airport trying to catch a plane, that's not enough to be occupied with. You've got to do it wearing Google glasses. Again, phoning it in with the kids, don't actually spend real time with them. Googling a language, so your pathetic wirehead brain no longer has to think and actually learn the language.
Google jellyfish.
And then, you know, you're in a hot air balloon. For God's sake, just enjoy it. Stop fiddling around. Why do you have to take pictures of everything? And you can call me a Luddite, you know, all you transhumanist fanboys out there. But there's a point where technology just becomes another useless, invasive, a burden, or a direct threat to who we are as human beings. We have to remember that this so-called new smart technology age represents a drop in the ocean of human history, and our bodies and our minds are just not used to it. I mean, we're still biologically programmed to be hunter-gatherers. There comes a point where technology ceases to help us, and it just ends up making us more miserable and detaching us from the private wonder of nature and reality itself. You can't obtain happiness through constantly taking photographs of every dumb thing you see. You can't obtain happiness through checking your email every 5 minutes. You can't obtain happiness through talking to virtual people in cyberspace. The only way to obtain happiness is to live a balanced life, and occasionally escaping technology is a key component of that balance. Look at this. Look at these Google Glass products. It's permanent. There's no escape. In the brave new transhumanist world, there is no escape. So, you know, happiness, you're not going to get happiness from any of that stuff. Go for a walk, go hunting, Go camping. Exercise. Spend time with your kids. Meditate. Whatever it is that you do. Because attaching a computer to your head is not going to bring you happiness. It's only going to make your life more synthetic, more artificial, less satisfactory, less real, less genuine, less spontaneous. Rant over. It's Paul Joseph Watson with Infowars.com.